Oops. Oops. Oh, good evening everybody. Sunday evening again. Hope I'm set up. Hope we don't get any gremlins. I think playing the organ's the easy bit. Keep all the technology on the go and sorted and working. So I hope you're all set for a good sing tonight, because we've got some jolly good hymns. I had some requests for 243, Rejoice the Lord is King, from Callum McCausland, who hails from the Midsummer Norton area. I'm not actually too sure where he lives, but he said that he's up there where David Watson used to be. So there we go. So welcome to everybody. Welcome to you all. I hope you've had a good day and ready for a good sing. So let's see what we can do with Rejoice the Lord is King. I don't notice there, I don't know if you noticed, but I got slightly distracted and I forgot what on earth verse I was playing. I'm ever so sorry. These things happen. There's no congregation there to be with you, so you know what what they're singing about. So, or what's being sung if you've lost count. I've heard various stories of people that remembering the verses. I usually keep an eye on the words, but just occasionally I do forget which verse I'm on, especially in occasions like this. But I've heard stories of people having sort of jelly beans along the top, and every time they play a verse they take the jelly bean, I suppose they eat it or they move it to one side or whatever. Not good for your teeth, is it, doing that kind of thing? So making sure what number of verses you've got, and of course making sure the congregation is still with you. I told you this before, I think, but at the small chapel at the crematorium, it's not easy to hear because you're up on the side and you can't always hear the congregation. So I tend to, if they're not singing particularly well, I have to sort of take my hands off, slightly shorten the end of a line or something, and listen for a consonant, because you usually hear those if you don't hear very many. Some of the singing up there has been absolutely beautiful. Similarly at Probus Parish Church, when I know once again the organ's back away from everybody, and you can't always hear what's going on. So once again it's playing hope. So we got 5 verses for 255. Crown him with many crowns, the Lamb upon his throne. So I'll try and make sure I don't lose count of what I'm doing. Crown him with many crowns. Here we go. I don't know if you can see the visitor that's arrived. Joe in the cone of shame, who's just arrived, haven't you, boy? You've got something to eat out there. So, let's see if we can get a better shot for everybody to see. Oh, here we go. Look. So poor Joe who's been in the wars, and he's got the cone of shame, haven't you, boy? Hey, but you are getting better, and it's not too bad. You would see earlier in the week when I was sitting down to sort of record something, and he leapt up, and he did stay until the end of the piece I've finished playing, but I've decided that they do like company, and they are good company, and well, in as much as you don't have to do too much for them apart from feed them, and as long as they've got somewhere warm, then they're quite happy. And if the next door neighbour's got something nice for tea, well, we'll go and have a bit of that. Why not? We'll be having a bit of that. So you're going to sit here and oh, here we go. Sit here and, hey, oh, you're really quite happy, aren't you? But this is not actually helping me too much to play a few hymns. So can I get on and play a few hymns, please? Can we do that now? Praise ye the Lord, 'tis good to raise our hearts and voices in his praise. So let's go with that. Where's the choir to great gone? It's there. Righty go. Right, are you gonna now what? No, it's not your turn to play. I'm sorry, it's my turn. Come on, off you go. Behave yourself. Right. So me cat's deserted me. I don't know where he's gone now. Up to probably gone off to have a snooze somewhere else. So I do like those words of that hymn, and chances to colour everything. Tonight, this is the 23 stop 23 stop Hereford Cathedral. I'm going to get the 46 up and running, but I need to make sure that I can got everything planned, and I've practiced with it. Believe it or not, I have been using this quite a bit today, and I've recorded some bits and pieces. It's just wonderful these days that you know, once upon a time you'd want a piece of music and you'd have to order it up and you wait weeks and weeks for it, or somebody would get it from London from music shop. Now somebody was talking about a piece of music which was available to download, a couple of pieces by a composer who I didn't know too much about his works, but goodness me, lovely couple of trumpet tunes, or a tuba tune and a trumpet tune, and I thought, right, and they were downloadable. So after breakfast, when I discovered these yesterday, I downloaded them, stuck them together and had a play. And in fact, one of the tunes was a bit like one of these sort of earworms that you get, you know, and you get stuck. And I thought, oh, so I thought, right, well, we'll practice up a bit more and try and record it. So after about 10 goes, when things not going, I think I've sort of got it in the can like I wanted to. So nice straightforward tuneful piece, and then today, because Christmas isn't that far off, I thought I would start getting on with a Christmas piece. And the same composer had done a lovely postlude on Hark the Herald, so I've been working away at that a little bit this afternoon and this evening, amongst other things. Sunday's not a day of rest if you're an organist, let it be said. But it's lovely to be able to do it, and I do so enjoy playing, so it's never a problem. So we got something slightly gentler in character now. Walk in the light, so shalt thou know. Advent, coming season, isn't it, with light. So here's one of those hymns which talks about light, and but it's a common meter tune, so we've got less lines and not quite so much to do. Here we go. those of you that maybe organist looking in and listening and thinking, oh, I wonder what happened there. I wasn't intending to use this big trumpet then. It's very powerful, but I'd had it coupled through to this keyboard, and I'd forgotten to take the coupler off. So, but it happens. I can remember well at Truro Methodist Church playing did the introduction and then came in to do the verse, and all but took the back row of the choir out. Noisy reeds, stops as they are in the back of their heads. I think I apologised. I can't remember. But there we go. Now, today is a special day for lots of reasons. Those of you that follow the liturgical year know that it's Christ the King Sunday, Sunday before Advent. Others of you that follow music along the musical lines, that it's St. Cecilia's Day, St. Cecilia being the patron saint of music. I have to confess I didn't know too much about this lady. A Roman martyr, and she's venerated in the Catholic Orthodox Anglican Church. I'm reading this out, I don't know this at all. She became the patron of music and musicians, it being written that as the musicians played at her wedding, Cecilia sang in her heart to the Lord. Musical compositions are dedicated to her and her feast on the 22nd of November, and often it's the occasion of concerts and music festivals. Those of you that look online will realise the Cathedral Choir today did the hymn to St. Cecilia by Benjamin Britten. And it just so happens, I think, that this Cecilia Day only falls on a Sunday every 7 years. I think I read somewhere. And talking of Truro, it's Dean Rogers' birthday today. The Dean of Truro Cathedral, he has a birthday today. But one of our listeners has a birthday today, all the way up there in Yorkshire, Stephen Martin. And Janet, his mum, let me know that it's his birthday today, and perhaps we could do a happy birthday. So I'm going to play, and I might even possibly sing happy birthday, so watch out. So this is for Stephen, so send him a message, wish him a happy birthday along the chat line, and then Mum can read out. I mean, he won't know all these people are. Stephen's had a bit of a year of it, being in and out of hospital and one or two things, but he is doing quite well and out for walks and things, so that's really good. And he's going to celebrate his birthday, which is actually on Wednesday, probably have some fish and chips, so that's not a bad deal, is it? So a happy birthday then for Stephen, and of course Roger Bush, the Dean of Truro Cathedral. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stephen. Happy birthday to certainly hope you have a lovely day. Celebrate. Hark, what a sound. I've done this hymn before, I know, but once again a suggestion as Rejoice the Lord is King, crown him many with crowns, from Callum, and I'm pretty sure Hark, what a sound, a wonderful tune of Highwood by R.R. Terry. And those of you that of course will remember from the last time I told you, this was Master of the Music at the Cathedral at Westminster, which possesses, some say, the finest organ in London, but don't tell the people down at the Abbey about that, because I suppose it's the same lots of places. Oh, we got the best organ. I'm just the same, aren't I? Say I've got one of the best Methodist organs in the connection. Well, I think I have. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hark, what a sound. So R.O. Terry at Westminster Cathedral. Sadly the music's in a bit of state of flux at the moment, but those of you might remember James Orford, who was the organ scholar at the cathedral 4 or so years ago, and he's been helping out there. He's doing his degree and he's been helping out playing across there. So Westminster Cathedral, what a place to be part of. Hark, what a sound. So I thought, as something gentle to finish with, Ere I sleep for every favour, and hopefully you will remember that this was the hymn I told you that we used to sing at 12 heads after the final blessing. I don't think we didn't do all the verses, but we did some of them. So it's a little vesper, the tune Even Song. by O.J. Stimpson. Now, on my notes, I had some bits written down about, dearie me. When we got back, 338, some words which we did, praise ye the Lord. The words were by Isaac Watts. I thought this was quite interesting. Colin sends me some information about the vaccine. It's great that he does this, and an interesting person, Isaac Watts, English Congregationalist minister, born in 1674, and it wasn't easy to be a nonconformist at that time. Father was imprisoned twice for his views. Fancy that, eh? In prison for your views. Isaac was unable to go to Oxford or Cambridge because they only took Anglicans. So we'd have been out as Methodists. He's known as the godfather of English hymnody. He never married, and he lodged with the same family for 36 years. That's Isaac Watts. So there's some interesting information I didn't know about Isaac Watts at all. So there we are. Fancy lodging for 36 years. One wonders why he never bought a house. However, there we are. Wasn't easy, but one of our great hymn writers. Praise ye the Lord, 'tis good to raise. So we're going to close this evening with Ere I sleep, for every favour this day showed by my God, I will bless my Saviour. So I don't want to find anything raucous here to play it on, do I? Where's my swell octave gone? That's not that. Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Oops, not that. Yeah, it's there. Where's that gone? Oops. Start again, he says. Right, you talk amongst yourselves. Don't use a mouse. As I say, I haven't quite finished programming all of this up at the moment. I will get there. Ere I sleep, for every favour. thank you for listening in. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for all the comments, and it's always good to know that you're appreciating what's going out from here. And once again, don't forget to send me your requests. There'll be some Advent hymns on Thursday, and I'll explain to you about those when we get to Thursday. But do stay safe, take care, keep doing what you've been doing. Don't forget Stephen's birthday. If you can write him a little message in the text box, and then Janet can pass them on. So I'll see you next week, same time, same place, because I'm not intending going anywhere. So good night, God bless.